Welcome. Today we're going to be shining a light on some cool summer fun finds that are going to make our summer a little bit easier. I'm Shantae, and this is Parenting Special Needs Live. And have you ever struggled with getting sunscreen on your child? Or what about if they were going to be outside in the sun all day and you wanted to keep them protected? Has that ever been a concern? And what if, like my child, you sent them to summer camp and gave them money on their snack bar account, and they spent it all on the first day buying friends treats? Any of that seem like it's similar to your life or might happen in your family? If so, you are in for a treat because Michele Gianetti has found some super finds that are going to make our summer a little bit easier. So please welcome Michele.
Hey, Shantae, thank you so much. It's nice to be here to welcome summer, which we all love. And like Shantae said, we have some fun things to share with you, which I think will just make life easier. They're fun things. So before we begin, I want to thank our product sponsors, which would be On Block Sunscreen, Moonjar, and UV Skins. So thank them. And then let you know that link we provided in the comment section below. So let's get started. So the first one I want to share with you, before I share the first one, and I'm holding it here, I need you to walk with me through this picture. Picture going to the pool. It's hot. There's lots of kids out there at the pool. You walk in and you realize, oh, I forgot to put sunscreen on my child. So then you become what I call a little bit of a show at the pool, right? You have to chase your child. You've got sticky hands. So you just kind of like think, just get something on them, and it kind of makes you think good, so then everyone watches. And so I thought, what, we've done that countless times with our daughter Elizabeth. So I have this new product here, which I am so excited about, and it's by On Block Sunscreen. So what it is it is non-stick, it's non-sticky rather, SPF 30 sunscreen. But what I love about it is that it is in powder form, which if you can see, and I'll show you in a moment, you simply brush it on the area, and you don't have to have sticky ears or sticky faces or just the fight that you would have.
So it goes right on.
It does. And a lot of our kids have sensitivities to sticky or those sensory issues. So this is very easy, and I love that. And I love that there are no chemicals. It sits on top of the skin, so it's like it is a physical protection, instead of it being something that our kids could absorb, which is always a good thing. So what I want to show you here is how you would start using this. So what you do is you take the lid off, and right at the bottom, which is kind of critical, is a little bit of an arrow, open and close. So of course you'll hold it and you'll just wait for the click, and then you flick your wrist just like that. And I think you can see there's some powder, right?
Yeah, okay.
Great. So you just brush it on. Now you're going to want to do a couple different passes on the area if you're just having a typical day. Okay. Out and about at the store, maybe going to the mailbox, running some errands. But if you're going to be in the sun for a while, you want to do about 3 to 4 passes on an area. And it's good for all skin types because it will turn translucent after it mixes with the oils in your skin. So it won't look just like your child is all powdery, And even though you saw a little flick of powder, no worries, you will not inhale this. The particles are too big to be absorbed into your
that's pretty cool.
Your nose filters them, which is great. So also the one that I'm holding here, if you take this bottom piece off, like this, you can put a refill. So you don't waste, you don't waste the container. So that's always a good thing.
Right. And what about how protection? Does it, I know sometimes people are concerned about the ocean. Is there any, like, does it, how does it impact our coral reefs?
The sponsors want you to know that it is what they call reef friendly, so it will not do any damage.
Wow, so that's cool. Wow.
And the thing that I really want to share about it is it gives 80 minutes of sun protection from just like sweat and water. So if your child is like mine, they would dunk and get out and drip dry. They're good for 80 minutes. If your child gets out and like rubs their skin to dry off, you will need to reapply.
Okay.
Something I want to share with you, if you push this down, as you can see, it's very wide, which would be good for like, their neck, their ears, or any body part really that you want to cover from the sun. But if you do like this, you can cover noses in a little bit more of a direct fashion. So it's kind of a neat thing. Parts to the hair, all that stuff that just might skip that sunscreen.
And ears are really important. So yeah, that's awesome.
Absolutely. So anyway, I think this is a really, really cool thing. And then obviously, look, it drops in your purse, put it in the beach bag. I think it's a good thing. So we want to thank them for, sharing that with us.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, very nice.
What's the name?
Brush on Block.
Brush on Block. Okay.
Yep. All right. So moving into the same venue of sun protection, I want to share with you from our next sponsor, and I love these, is from UV Skins. So again, I'm going to go on another little walk down our memory lane with you. It's called Let's Take Elizabeth to the Beach, and let's try to spray her with the sunscreen. And it turns those little white blobs because she's been in the water, and you're not certain if it's like running down the child, our child, if it's, so you rub it in and you say, I hope it's good enough. So how about not having to wonder? How about being able to put on just a shirt and knowing that they're covered and safe? It's a sun protection clothing, and it's by our friends from UV Skins. So what I have here is show you, it is nice and stretchy.
Okay.
It is tagless. This is smooth for those that have children who really do, hate that sensation. Right. It has a nice weight to it, Shantae, which I love because, it can give a little comfort maybe, or if you size down, it could even give a little compression. I mean, that's something as an option. And what I love is that because it's sunscreen protected, but not because of chemicals, it's because of how the shirt is woven. It's woven a certain fashion. So that means it will never wash out. So you don't have to wonder if, did I do 10 times in the washer and now it's not as effective? As long as you treat it well, so you got to rinse it and lay it flat, and you don't, put holes in it or abrasions to it, that keeps the protection factor intact.
Wow.
So really nice stuff. And
it comes in all sizes for the whole family, right?
Sure. Yes, it does, because what I have here is a larger size, which I showed you. And then I can also show you that it comes in a little smaller size as well.
Okay.
So there's tons of options, and I think it is a comfort. So here's another thing I thought about. What I really love, though, I have to say, is that the company's mission is to promote sun protection awareness, and they take it seriously, which is wonderful. And so the thing I like best about this is, if you think about it, if you put a shirt on that's this color and your child stands out in a crowd, so how many of us have kids that we just got to keep that extra eye on, right? We have our children. All of us need to watch our children when they're in near a water environment, for sure. But there are those that have to do that little bit extra. How nice to be able to spot them in a bright color, which I thought about. So that's actually very nice. The peace of mind also can't be beat. You don't have to worry. You don't have to wonder.
Well, I like that peace of mind too, because I want to get some, because I think it's just nice. Like sometimes if you're sending them out, even with family, if they were going to a water park or something like that, and they're going to be out all day, family members don't always think that our children, they don't think about the needs and stuff like that. So at least to have her protected, I know she's protected. You know what I mean? That would be huge. So that's exciting.
It is, absolutely. So just a little note from the sponsors. They want me to share that it has a seal from the Skin Cancer Foundation, their seal of recommendation, and that they're third-party certified, so that what they say their product is. So I think that's a good thing.
That's great.
So I love those. And moving on to something, a little bit of interest is what is from, see this very cool ball.
Yeah, okay. That is pretty cool.
It's from the company from Woboba.
Okay.
And what it is their moon ball. And I have to tell you that the only reason you're not hearing one bounce upstairs is because I asked my son to not bounce while you and I were chatting, because he has been playing with this he has been playing with it on and off since I said, here, try this. So he loves it. And you know what I love about it right now is, one, it's got the little extra grips for our kids, right? Maybe
Oh,
they
yeah.
can do just a little bit better to it. But when you bounce it, it makes a really cool snap sound. Like it's addicting, I have to say, to
Oh,
listen to.
wow. Okay, cool.
You're playing a bit of Foursquare in the kitchen with it, Michael and I. So very nice fun. And let's be honest, sometimes you just need to have them get their energy out. This bounces amazing. The kids have a ball with it. You can put it in your hallway, back and forth.
Right.
Very fun.
Well, and if you
So
had to go to a doctor's or dentist appointment or something like that, and you have one kid sitting out there, they could at least be
they can play with
playing with
they
that.
can
So, yeah.
absolutely. So that is our very cool thing. And so then I want to share with you something from our friends at Moonjar, and it is right here in its final form, and it is a money management tool. But before I share more, I just have to say, you mentioned your daughter treating the entire pool to snacks, which is very nice of her. But I have a child like mine who, you have this much money to spend, and my son will always ask me if I could float him, a little extra. So managing money, spending what you have and not extra, we're teaching them, right? So here's a great way to teach the kids. So what it does, spend, save, share, the 3 points that this company bases this product on. It is a way, and it is an award-winning tool to teach how to see money as more than just stuff you spend. And money to our kids is a concept that may be hard to grasp because not always do you see the money. People talk about checks and charges, but this is a way to make money a real good visual, right? A
So can I
visual.
see it? So we can, do you have it?
Yes. So what you do, I put 2 of the pieces. I'm gonna move this out of the way. I put 2 of the pieces together. So they come flat, and you just fold them and you will follow the instructions that comes in their little tips and tricks book, which comes with it.
Okay, great.
Okay. And you fold it, and it's not very difficult. So you'll tuck this in, okay? And make it, and then when it is done, it will look like this.
Okay. So, and what is that around it? What is that holding?
Yeah, they give you a nice band so that it makes this shape.
Okay, so just turn it for me so I can share
and
save. So you put the money, well, okay, so all 3. So it is more concrete. They visually can see where the money goes and what they need to do.
Absolutely. And you can also, to work on the other centeredness that we want to teach kids about charity and giving, you can write down or put a picture of the charity you're giving, or the person, or the name of the person. Maybe you're donating to a special family, something of that nature. I think it's wonderful. I think that anytime you can open up a conversation with a family, I think it's a good time. It's a good thing. It just brings them everybody together and to work with the child. And another thing, what I really like about this is, we all have ledgers to our checkbooks and different accounts. They include this as well, which helps the child see the visual part of what they've put in. They see the numbers, they put it in, and they see the numbers. They can work the math with you, work on writing and decimals. So it's a good lesson.
Yeah, and that's great.
Yes, I love it.
That'd be good for camps, right? I mean, like, do they sell them in bulk format?
Like perfect for like daycares, or say community classes, group lessons, scouting, large groups, charities, just the chance to work together. And let's be honest, in summer, there's a summer slide when you don't always work on skills. What a fun, great way to work on it. But it also is just teaching future skills.
Right. No, it's perfect. It's perfect for summer too, when you have a little bit more time.
Absolutely. Which I've always loved, having that extra little thing in the summer that you can just work on.
Yeah, just focus on a few little things that you can help them work on, but it's easy way fun. Yes. No, I love it. All right. Those are pretty cool, Michele. Geez. How do you
I
say
knew
what? Okay, so just name all of them again for me. It's
I will for sure. So what we have is we have Brush On Block for the
okay.
sunscreen. We have UV Skins for the protective wear. And then we have this Moonjar.
Moonjar.
And
Okay.
yes, and then we have the ball from our friends at Woboba Ball,
Wow.
Woboba.com. And yeah, so I think it's fun stuff and helpful. So
Yeah.
like we said, the links are going to be provided below, which is great. So
Right.
thank everybody again. And, let's just all enjoy summer. Be safe, but have fun and
Yeah.
enjoy.
Michelle, thanks for finding these fun products that can be really helpful. I appreciate it. That's cool. And thanks
Fun.
for the sponsors for helping out so we can bring this live to everybody. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And in case no one's told you today, you are doing a great job. Be good to you. And we'll see you next time. Talk to you later. Bye.